Alright, seems to work. Private Louis for the Imperium Extraction Corporation, yada yada. Nobody gonna see those report anyway, still gonna have to do it. It's about the training simulation that we're trying to make for the soldier on the field, because for some reason they keep dying, and the department decided that making a software, like a video game, would be more appealing to the troop, because they would keep training in their spare time and probably won't die, and we don't have to pay the bonus to their family. You know, it's pretty genius when you think about it. So let's talk more about the objective, let's be more precise. The simulation that I have to make is supposed to prevent turnover, so turnover, one of the choice of word, I would say that. The situation to simulate is a FPS with skydrop, how we develop and deploy the soldiers that we have. They come from a big ship and we drop them from the sky and they arrive directly in the situation. Infection, because we dig too deep in some of the planets that we had, and we had some airborne pathogen, we turned everybody into zombies. So it happened, we had to clean everybody, we lost so many people, now we need to train them on the software like that. And the last thing, which is very interesting, the department decided to add a shop system inside of the simulation to increase the chances that the soldier would train, like they play the game but they train, buying equipment in the shop. So even when they die, they still have to pay, they still use their wages and salaries inside of the company, so we don't lose too much money on this one, you know. For the FPS part, we're gonna use the low poly shooter pack, because it's gonna have a lot of the things that we're gonna need, like, you know, grenade, guns, rocket launcher, everything that we're gonna need is gonna be already inside of it, and it's pretty modular, it moves really well. So we're gonna start with that. Before the soldier arrive in the mission zone when they're gonna have to clean, they're gonna be stationary in one of those ships. So it's a map that I made myself, it's a replica of an Imperium Extraction Corporation ship, of course. It looks pretty good, it's low poly to make sure that performance are good, and it looks the part, it really looks the part. So you're gonna be able to buy the weapon here and then take one of the ship and get deployed in one of the missions. So first of all, we needed the FPS to work, the word spawner to work, and the skydrop, the introduction in the level simulation. One of the problems that I had in the past is that I tried to make everything perfect, so right now we're gonna like focus on making it work before it's perfect. So you're gonna see, it's not great, it's improvable, but it's working. So we're gonna have inside of the world the skydrop. So we arrive in the level pretty slow at the beginning, and then you accelerate once we get closer to the ground, a little bit laggy. And we have the basic unit which spawn back, have a name, have FPS, like, you know, HP and their life and stuff like that. Right now they don't have a collision, they don't have ending, like, you know, they don't ragdoll and stuff like that, but I'm gonna work on that to make sure it works. So yeah, the FPS is working, the skydrop is working, the spawner is working. Now I would like to make a small video cinematic with a ship which come and drop the skydrop to make it like more believable. And again, not perfection, something that worked though. Next day I made the cinematic with for the Imperium. You want to like project power, you want to show how much powerful you are, so I made something very evil where the Imperium arrived with not the best intention, but at the same time, like, we're here and we're gonna discuss business if we want. So the cinematic is very inspired for that. Don't think about the UI, it will be removed during like, you know, when I will keep developing, and I don't have all the frame, but the sound and the idea and the introduction in the level with skydrop is working, so I'm gonna show you that. Might have like a loss of FPS here and there, but the idea is still the same. Okay, you have the big ship coming in frame. I'm probably gonna make afterward, this is the missing frame that I'm gonna have to develop with like maybe the skydrop of the soldier getting ready, I don't know, I'll see with that. And at the end of the sound, introduction. Yeah, so the music is a system that I'm developing too. It will not be the end music, but yeah, don't worry about it. It's just right now we're in the level. There you go. I didn't think the music would like play. It's a system where you can change the music, and you start with the music which is really not on theme when you think about it, so it's very funny. So now I implemented some of the other assets of the Imperium Extraction Corporation, you know, the project that we had. I put them inside of this. So we talked about the zombie. You want to have something with ragdoll, reaction to the shoot, maybe blood splatter and stuff like that, and that's exactly what I did. So I arrive in the gameplay, let's imagine skydrop and stuff like that. Those are the zombies which can see me and attack me. They follow me also. There you go. They can damage me too, and as you can see there is blood spatter, but if you aim for the head, if I'm good enough for it, you can see that the head is removed and you hear like a little slash, so it's pretty cool. Some of like reactivity, the foot and the head can be removed. If they attack me, there is blood spatter on my screen to give me a little bit of reaction to say that I took damage, and also my camera shake. So there you go. You have the zombies. I'm gonna try to wait for them to maybe respawn to give you a better idea. Let's imagine they see me and I arrive in a close quarter and activate my flashlight. This is another asset that I developed some time ago. Maybe I'm gonna have to remove some light and stuff. But it gives you another idea, you know, of how the game might look. So it's pretty cool. So we have that now. We're gonna try to maybe develop other stuff. Maybe develop the UI, maybe develop the dev. I'm gonna see where I'm gonna go from there. Next thing that I did is that I added some border to make sure that the player, the guy who passed the simulation for the Imperium Extraction Corporation, don't go too far. They have a sector, they have to respect it and want to ingrain it inside of their brain when they are playing the game. So we have that. I also had to add civilian. So if that was just me, I would not put any civilian, but the reality of the field is that when there is an infection on like a mining site, we don't know who is infected, and so we have to reward the soldier when they kill civilian to make sure that they keep the good behaviors. So I'm gonna show you what it gives in terms of simulation. You can imagine that the reality will be way more graphics. So you have some civilian which when they see you, they know what it is. Sometimes they will flee, sometimes they won't, and when you shoot them and they survive one shot, they will flee too. When they see zombies too, those type of things. So they're right here, you can see that they're scared, and when you kill them, you're gonna have a wage boost, which gonna be applied to your prime when you take your wage every month. So you have the zombies, same idea, but the new thing, as I said, is the civilian, which scream. I try to make it more cartoonish because we have too much soldier which come back with PTSD because they have to kill bystander civilian. It's a little bit of a problem, so I try to address it like that. But I had to like kind of conform to the cahier des charges, like, you know, what we have to accomplish to make sure the soldier can do the job when they arrive on the field. After the creation of the AI, I had to focus on the shop system because, again, the Imperium Extraction Corporation certainly pay the wages of their employees, but at the same time we want to capitalize, kind of get back the money. So the idea is that, again, the shop will be implemented in this simulation to make sure that the employees understand that it might be a good idea to reinvest your money inside of the corporation. Emphasis on the investing, of course. We don't want them to feel like we're getting advantage of them, but at the same time, that's truly our goal. So I spend a good amount of my day doing all the stuff, of course, but at the same time, I develop this shopping system and the save system which go with it. So this one gonna give me money. Now I have money, I go in the shop. Of course, not definitive look, but at the same time it give you a good idea of what we got. I see that I'm dropping frame, I'm very sorry for that. So you will be able to improve the game, the gun damage, the clip capacity, the fire rate, but also all your statistic. I will see which one I keep, maybe the health and maybe the speed. But for now, you can improve them. Let's imagine I buy, and now I don't have any money left. So I go back, and with this key I save, and if I give myself more money, I load, and my stats like blah blah blah. But the idea is that now we have the shop to make sure that they reinvest, remember that, and we also have the save game working. So that's it for this first report. The simulation is working. I'm pretty sure the soldier which will play it will increase the survival chance, but also at the same time the effectiveness, because when we ask them to die for the corporation, it works pretty well when they train themselves on their free time and they're ready to pull the trigger way more easily. So yes, that's the first report. I will see you for the next report to make sure that we keep pushing the advancement of the H.E.C, the Imperium Extraction Corporation.